Hello everyone, to another episode of my Minecraft Space Astronomy 2 Let's Play series. And unfortunately, yesterday when I'm recording this, which I'm pre-recording, so probably a few days ago, I recorded 2 videos, but unfortunately for both those videos my audio cut out. I'm back on Earth. I do not believe I was on Earth in the last video. I don't know. Basically, in the last video, I was on the moon, and basically all I did was explore some moon dungeons. The entire point of going to a moon dungeon is so that you can get schematics. I got a tier 2 rocket schematic, and I got some moon rover schematic, or Mars rover schematics. I think I rated 6 dungeons. I got 4 rovers and then 2 tier rockets. A workbench right here. See, you go all the way over here and then you click to add the schematic. So originally, the only schematic this comes with is the tier 1 rocket. You can see I have a schematic for a tier 2 and a Mars rover. I did make a Mars rover. It is currently on the moon. We are going to go to the moon in this episode, so we will visit that. I have been making quite a bit of rocket fuel just because I wanted to kind of make a large supply of rocket fuel while I can. And this is about that 64. That is 9. 16 which equals 25, a stack and 25 buckets worth or something like that. You see, this is currently still working away. And besides that, I don't think we really did anything else in the episode. It wasn't really that much of a, we didn't really make too much progress in that episode. So basically what I want to do in this episode is, well, first things first, I made an oxygen sealer, which was going to provide oxygen in my base. That didn't work too well. It just didn't work. It wasn't working. So I made some oxygen bubble distributors, which will basically create bubbles. But in order to power them, I'm probably going to need about 4 more solar panels, and I probably should make some energy and oxygen storage as well. So I'm probably going to make some of those as well. But today is going to be about, okay, so this episode is probably going to be about expanding our base, and tomorrow is probably going to be about storing oxygen and power. Or not tomorrow's episode, but the next episode is probably going to be about storing oxygen and power and getting a surplus of oxygen supply. So yeah, basically what I want to make is, I want to get, we need to dump my inventory. I want to make a tree farm. I want a wheat farm. And I also kind of want to set up an electric furnace for the food supplies. I want to make like a little garage thing for my moon rover, and I also want to make like a little containment area for the rocket. And I think I also want to have a living quarters, I guess. I kind of want to have a roommate with one of the aliens. So in order to do that, I probably need some solarium, but I could easily get that. So yeah, that's basically the plan. So I'm going to go, I have loads of materials on the moon already. I'm probably going to test out this bubble distributor while I'm there. Just one of them. So yeah, I'm going to go up there and I'll see you. Actually, you know what? I think we pretty much have everything. Let me just get some solarium. I believe I have some. If I don't, I can easily make it. Solarium is needed to make a soul bile, which is basically an item that can transport mobs. Okay, it'd probably be in this chest. If I don't have it, I could easily make it. I have loads of gold ore right here. And how about in this chest? Any solarium? I don't see any. All I need is soul sand and gold. That's all I need. Any soul sand? Nope. Please tell me I have soul sand in here. Please tell me I have soul sand in here. I should do. Come on. Open. Please. And yes, I have some soul sand. So, yeah, I'm just going to skip ahead in the video. So I will be right back once so we can start extending our moon base. Our moon base is basically, it's going to be like an extension of our overworld base. Like, there are loads of moons and planets that we can visit. The moon is probably going to be, ooh, look at this. We filled up all of our things. The rocket fuel tanks. So this is like stack and a half of buckets of rocket fuel. So yeah, I'll be back with you in just 1 second. Alright everyone. So I am back on the moon, and thankfully it appears that it was that it is actually daytime. So I just put down the bubble distributor to test it out, and apparently, so the good news is my base is pretty much like exactly big enough to suit the bubble distributor. Like the bubble, the only part it wouldn't cover is part way, like half of the airlock, which I don't care about. And then it also goes to about like right here, but I'm going to have another one like right here, which is going to over connect. So I wonder how much oxygen will it take in order to keep this thing powered. So I'm wondering if that'll be enough. So I believe if I place it like that, it should create it. It's getting loads of oxygen, and you see the bubble. I just wanted to show you this bubble. Like, look at this thing. And if I step inside of it, if I can, at least. Come on. Oh, my isn't actually going down. I don't know if this is going to be enough. It appears that power is the problem right now, but this bubble, I think it's still extending, but it's like the perfect size. Just look at this thing grow. It's looking like it's getting enough power. I think 2 of the oxygen things may be enough. Yeah, you see it comes up right to here. But I think 2 oxygen generators is probably enough. And so, yeah, just look at this thing. Oh, by the way, I think it was the last video. It might not have been. So if it's not, I apologize. But look at that oxygen bubble. In the last episode, I said that basically if there's any weird pauses where the audio just kind of like stops and you can't really hear my voice too well, that is because that's because that can't think it to not pick up audio for a few seconds, so I apologize. So I'm sorry if that is happening, because I've noticed it in some of the recent videos. Oh yeah, and this is what I did in the last episode that you'll never get to see. I made this rover. You see, it's at 68% powered. Now, I don't know how this thing powers. I think it generates power naturally, although I don't use a solar panel to make it. You see, it drains power extremely quickly, but just look at this. Like, come on, this thing is amazing. But if you look at it, I've drained like so much of the power already. So if I'm just kind of bored on the moon, sometimes I'll just take this thing for a little test run. Sorry. And just go crazy. So let's park this nicely back over here. And there we go. Really want a rover. No, I have a rover. I really want a buggy because apparently I thought that you would use it appears we do have enough oxygen. Hold on, is this thing storing oxygen? These things will store oxygen. So if it has oxygen in it, no, that has no oxygen in it. But gonna need more than 3. It's just to provide oxygen to an area, it takes a whole lot of oxygen generators. That's like complete like oh, you see the bubble, we just ran out of oxygen, so the bubble's disappearing. Like it drains. All right, not even 2's enough. I have to get like 3. Like I don't even, it's like, why is it so expensive? It's like the whole, the mob grinder situation. My past mod pack where I wanted to make a bunch of mob grinders, but the mob grinders ended up to be extremely expensive. Not just like resource wise they were also expensive XP wise. Like you had to use a lot of XP to make them. But not only that, they like completely drained your power supply. It's like this all over again, except with oxygen. I should probably put this on. And there we go. Okay, so let's start to get expanding. So objective number 1 is probably going to be to make a tree farm. So I have some dirt, I have some bricks, and I have some glass. And I should have somewhere some oak saplings. Here we go. So I'm going to start laying this down. It's probably going to go off in, how about this direction here. So yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'll see you once I have made some progress. Okay, I was about to do my intro then. So welcome back, everyone. And I laid out the basic design of what it's going to look like. I brought 2 stacks of saplings when I first came to the moon. I guess when I first came, I didn't really think I was going to be going back anytime soon, but I've took a lot of trips back and forth and back and forth. It is a bit expensive considering that I have to use some fuel, but fuel is very easy to obtain. Especially since I've been raiding these dungeons. From the dungeons, you get like loads of gunpowder. And do I have any wood? I need wood. I have some sticks, which will do. So I need to make some glowstone torches because I believe out of episode I also put down loads of glowstone torches around the place. I believe I did that I revealed that in the previous episode in a previous episode that didn't really, you know what happened. So basically, glowstone torches are normal torches don't work on the moon. Only glowstone ones do. And like glowstone and sea lanterns and stuff also work. I need some more wood. Thankfully, there are loads of moon villages around Hold on. Let's take my buggy. Let's take the buggy. Well, it's not a buggy. It's a rover technically. If you want to get very technical. Okay, can I get in this? I haven't driven this thing on camera. Seeing my experts. So the neighbors are over there. It's 100% powered. Let's go. Taking a trip to the neighbors. Oh, this is so much faster than my jetpack. Why don't I just do that? I mean, like, it takes a bit of wood. It's quite heavy. Sorry. I hope you don't mind that I'm just stealing all of your like precious resources. This is some nice wood. Why did I break that block? Why did I? Ooh, I forgot to bring seeds, but they have seeds. Fantastic. Fantastic. I appreciate your services, villagers. You have been very helpful. It should do. Then if you put these in here, there are that. There were a stack of glowstone torches. Your services are greatly appreciated. Thank you. What time is it? We still have over 40 minutes before it gets dark. And that oxygen bubble distributor drained my power. It didn't drain my power, it drained my oxygen. Oops, I was facing the wrong way. The power. Oh, it's still at 100, surprisingly. Wait, is it? Is it now? No, now it's at 99. Okay, so this thing is good for like short trips, but it's not good for like long trips. Oh dear. Let's park it right here. There we go. Move. Can't get out. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. No, don't crash. No, what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to consider that decent parking. Just going to consider that decent parking. Okay, so I know some of these probably won't grow, like some on the outside probably won't, but it's not exactly supposed to be the most functional design. Like this, some in the middle, like that's like right in the middle, this area, in this general area, that's high enough to grow, for trees to grow, and all I need is a few trees. It's not like I need absolute loads. I just need the occasional wood, and I'm not going to put them down now, because I know exactly how that will go. They'll sprout, then all of them will sprout, and then I'll constantly have to deal with leaves in my way. Now, sometimes my jetpack can be really annoying in situations like this. Whenever I'm building the base, I always regret having a jetpack so much. Don't you just love this quite clear glass? I just love it. It's so, clear. And plus of the connected textures, with the, maybe it's just Ender.io that does all the connected textures, but I know that I have Optifying installed and that connects some textures as well, like wood. Like, for example, it connects this texture if you put wood like that. Maybe that was a more updated version of Optifying. I was pretty sure that the texture would connect to become one giant log in Optifying. Maybe it was more current version. Yeah, probably. So now we have to place in two. So I'm going to get this roof situated, and I'll be back with you in just 1 second. Okay, everyone. So I've been doing quite a lot. I have done quite a lot since the last clip. So first of all, I just want to dump my inventory. I need this fluid tanks. And I also need an iron door. Wait, I guess I could make one. I But I thought I had a spare one. Let's make an iron door. Then we need to make 2 buttons, like so. So basically, I completely finished off the tree farm, and as you can see, it's growing some trees, being completely functional. Then I wanted to go ahead and make the outside of the garage, because, it had already been seen, or like, the building process of the outside I had already shown. So I kind of just wanted to get that done, and then we could do all the fun stuff. So first of all, I'm placing down a door right here, placing buttons, just because we don't have like a garage door in this mod pack. So in order to get, I want to look up how to get a moon buggy. Probably gonna get that out of episode, but I don't know how to get one. I really want one. So the buggy is probably going to go right here. No. It is probably, where's the other launch pad? Oh, there we go. The buggy is probably going to go directly in the center, and we're not going to have like any oxygen bubble thing in here. It's just going to all be the same. So I did make room for a launch pad for the rocket. So if we have a fuel loader here, no. Yeah, green are in both direction. So we could just have 2 wires coming here so that the buggy can be fueled. Then over here is where the rover is going to be parked. So if I get the rover out and I just place it right there. Oh, come on. There we go. Rover is going to be parked right there. There's going to be a buggy right here. A rover and a buggy are not the same thing, by the way. They're 2 different things, surprisingly. Then I've been also wanting to test the universal cable. Will that work? Does this work as a power source? Let me get my energy storage module, my Ender IO energy storage module, and let me grab this air tank I just put in there. Thank you. Let me equip that, and let me put my other air tank in there for charging because it's getting low. Then let me test this out, because once I start running out of aluminum wire and I don't feel like going back, I could just use a universal cable, because I brought both because I didn't know which I was going to need. But so far I've been using aluminum wires and they've been working just fine. So if I do that, will that... No. So for some reason this just doesn't like providing power. I don't know why. And these universal cables take so long to break, while compared to like the aluminum wires, they're so much easier to break. Oh, this is frustrating, kind of. So there we go. And if I have some fluid tanks over here, which I'm probably just going to put right here, that are filled with rocket fuel. We still have about, let's see, that would be 24 buckets worth of rocket fuel. So we could probably make, let's see, that would be 11 with 1 to spare. That would be 2. Trying to figure, oh, I never even put this tank in there. No, this is dead. Fantastic. Hold on. I'm fixing my mouse. There we go. It's working now. So wait, no. How much would that get me in terms of rocket fuel? So say it was 6, and then on 6 extra, that would be 12. So say it was 8, then I would have, yeah, that'll mean that I have enough fuel to launch to Earth 8 times with that amount of fuel. We can probably go ahead and load it. Do I have an empty bucket? I'd prefer not to use a water bucket. Yes, you do. There we go. And is my air tank ready? And my air tank is full. So if we just fill this up really quickly, and then we can end the episode off. So let me just, all you have to do is take that and put the aluminum wires in. And there we go. Why isn't getting power? Did do that do? Where did it go? Why did it go? This is the one thing I don't like. Maybe I just put it on the wrong side. Is that the right side? I think it's the red circle. That's the right side. Oh, this is so annoying. No, I didn't even get it. Okay, so no, it's this one. So theoretically, if I face there, it should be there. It should be like right there. No. It should be right here. Nope. It should be the opposite. It should be... No. How do I get... No. Oh! I'm such an idiot. I completely forgot how these things work. You have to arrange them there. They will always face the exact same way. Let's put some fuel in, then grab the bucket, and I'll just keep fueling till it's fully fueled. I might as well just fill it up, because this is probably going to end up being my permanent spot that I'm going to launch from. It's not going to be too far from my base. Actually, have I ever launched back to Earth on camera? I don't think I have. That's got to be something I'm going to do. But anyways, that is going to be the end of the episode there. I say as I'm just finishing off fueling. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Sorry if I made little progress. Like I've said many times, I am pre-recording and I can't do too much And I especially hope they'll come out for the next episode. And let me just finish fueling this up. I really want to get this finished fueling. And oh, this is actually draining. I drained quite a bit from that. So let me just put this in. I think one more bucket. Why won't you go in? Okay, one more bucket. And put this in. It's fully fueled. Rocket. Boom. Boy. Oh, it's already 100% fueled. Darn it. Boy.